I haven't posted a video in a while. The steering on my 350 1987 354 Trax had play top of the steering column, bottom of the steering column, and in this little pivot here. Couldn't find parts. Finally found, it's called Adept, ADEPT Powersports.com. They have a lot of the parts for this, not everything, but you can find quite a few. It's like my wheel cylinders, brake cylinders are leaking. I couldn't find any new ones, but they had parts to rebuild the old ones, so I got that coming. And then I only ordered one because I didn't know if they'd fit, but 2.5 inch taller shocks. They aren't made for it. I measured the eyelets in the top and the bottom. But I looked online to try and get how to get this steering stem out. And everyone just jumped to getting it right out. Well, I kind of did the same thing, but this panel here, couldn't figure out how to get it off. No one tells you. There's a little Honda plastic thing in here. You gotta take a screwdriver, pop it out, and there's 2 screws in there. Then you can tip it back and get to the 4 bolts holding on the handlebar clamps, and then you can get it all tipped forward. I unbolted the headlight too, otherwise I would have had to undo the brake and reverse cable. But just undoing the headlight so it tips out of the way, it doesn't come with a steering column, makes it come out a lot easier. Now, this is the top bushing. It's not in terrible shape, but I'm going to replace it. And then I already got the lower bearing out. This is the one that had the most play. This bolt's in the frame. The steering stem goes through it. There's a bearing in here, and it's really bad. There you go. And then the pivot arm has a bushing inside here. I couldn't find parts for it, so I'm going to take it apart and see if I can't just get something to tighten it up in there a little bit. But I mainly want to do this video because nobody showed you how to get this off, this up here. And it's annoying because it's hard, you can't see anything. So that's all it is. Just pop that plastic Honda symbol out. Yeah, just sits in there. And it's 2 screws. Oh, and then I got new tires for it. Just a 410 millimeter 4 bolt. And then I got wheel spacers coming, so the 2.5 inch lift with the shocks. And them are 28 inch tires, so they're going to give me roughly another 3 inches of lift. And they actually fit in the fenders, but the 2 inch wheel spacers will give them a little more clearance. But now all my parts are still out getting powder coated, but I still should be ready to go and have her done here shortly.